My name is Alaina Girani. I'm a senior on the lacrosse team here at Winthrop University. My older brothers played lacrosse and I was always at their practices just kind of hanging out. So my parents decided to just have me join them. So I started out playing boys lacrosse with them in elementary school. I actually had a very successful freshman and sophomore year. We won the Big South Championships there. And we had a little bit of a younger team. Most of the girls were freshmen and juniors. So I think now it's just a lot of the upperclassmen have been able to kind of help with that leadership. I think that's been probably the biggest growth on the team so far. This happened before my junior season, 2 weeks before the start of the year. I broke my left tibia and it required surgery, and I had to get that surgery immediately after it happened. And I was on crutches for a couple weeks, and then I was in the boot and I wasn't able to do pretty much anything other than just move my ankle back and forth. I was pretty devastated when it happened just because I had such a successful sophomore season with everything, and I felt like I was starting to really peak in lacrosse, and I felt like my junior year was even better than my sophomore year. So I was pretty devastated when it actually happened, but then after it happened I kind of just had to get a new outlook on it, and so just kind of take on a new role on the team. Coaches did a really good job of kind of teaching us the game of lacrosse, not just how to play well, but really teaching us the X's and O's. So I got to take on that leadership role of kind of helping the younger girls on the team and helping the defense, and when I would notice things, go to my coach and tell her that during games. I would also be taking stats as they would happen, and if I notice anything number 25 on this team is scoring a lot of the goals, I think we might need to switch that up or pay attention to her. And so the coaches kind of gave me a role like that, and then they gave me a role of kind of helping with the goalie that stepped in, seeing where they were shooting and what the breakdowns of defense were, what shots were getting scored the most, the shots were all placed bottom left, that type of stuff. Total 9 months before I was fully back to play lacrosse. It started out where I didn't actually have to go into a hard cast, and so it started out with just literally moving my ankle back and forth as much as it could. And then from there it was kind of just trying to move it side to side a little bit, and then with resistance bands. And then when I got to go into the walking boot, I got to try to walk on it more. And then after the walking boot, it was kind of just trying to walk, getting my gait back and just how to walk again. And then starting to stand on it for longer, and then side to side movement, so that's kind of how it went. It taught me how to be resilient and how to overcome that stuff. It also taught me to be a better lacrosse player because I got to see the game from a whole different perspective. I got to see it from the sideline. I got to see more of it from a coaching perspective, which was really neat to do. And then it also taught me how to be a better teammate.